Preston Nichols, author of the Montauk Project. Nichols is the lead protagonist of the legend.
Okay, my name is James Masterson. I'm making this video because I find it unbelievably sad and retarded that you have all these men, you know, spouting off stuff like they can read stuff from you, like your blood count, or how many blood cells you have, what issues you have just by looking at you, or they can't come with any physical evidence, any physical evidence of them being a part of a project from the government's, you know, dark days, you know, back in the 60s to 50s when they were doing mind control, MK Ultra, the Montauk Project, the Philadelphia experiment. They only base off of what they think they experience. Now, I'm not saying that they couldn't have experienced those things, but when you're somebody coming out and trying to explain your story or what happened and a whole bunch of other things, you've got to be able to handle fucking questions and not just dodge them or get upset because someone comes at you at a way that you haven't had to deal with before. They dig up actual dirt, they dig up actual documentation, proof, evidence, you know, of these things happening. And if you're one of those people or sole survivors of a project or something, you got to answer those questions. You can't just put out half of information and expect people to believe you. It's not, you know, you may not even want people to, you know, believe in you. You just want to get your story out there. You're not helping any fucking cause by not explaining a whole thing or trying to help get evidence proven or show evidence. You're not helping. So if you're just getting a story out there, don't fucking do it. You know, unless it's fucking true or you can handle questioning. Otherwise, you're full of shit and you have no right to call yourself a researcher of this, you know, of these topics, or, you know, to even say anything about, you know, UFOs or government conspiracies. It's ridiculous. I'm trying to really hard understand what the government has been doing for all these years, and you know, it's a lot of information to try to understand and process. But you got to be able to show something for what you say. If you're just saying it so that people can, you know, view you or, you know, get you famous, you can go fuck yourself. That's not what whistleblowers are meant for. They're to get fucking information out. Okay? You need to do whatever you can to explain or show what you're doing. And not lie about what you're doing. So, I think along the lines of, you know, me trying to learn all this stuff, I want to get deeper into it. I want people to try to send me videos. I want, you know, documentation. I don't care if you gotta hide your name or whatever. I want factual information to give to the public because they deserve to know everything that the government has done. Not just because, you know, we're Americans and this is our, you know, land. They're doing things behind your back, and they've destroyed thousands upon thousands of families by doing these experiments that were not legal. And they go around hiding it from the public, thinking mass, you know, panic if they ever found out. Another version, they could, you know, try to do world domination through mind control or affecting the weather. it's the information needs to be out. And for me, my life goal, I will make it come out. I don't care who sees my face, who knows I have the information, or, yeah. I don't care. Anybody can come after me if you want. I wouldn't suggest it. That'll be your life on the line there, but if you want to come and try and give information, I'm open to it. I don't look at the camera very much because I'm distracted, but these are what I'm feeling, and I know I jumped around in a lot of things I was saying just there, but a lot of things are on my mind as I'm saying them. But I want as much information to get out there as possible, with evidence and, you know, people who don't seem like they're lying about what they're telling. For me, I just moved to Arizona, and I started researching UFOs and government conspiracies about 2 years ago. And while my father was still alive, I told him that, you know, I would probably put my heart and soul into doing this, because this is the only thing that ever has interested me this much. I have never done more research on UFO conspiracies and government conspiracies than I did in school. I sucked in school. The only thing I'm good at is researching and trying to understand others. I may interpret things wrong, but, you know, we all got to come up with our own versions of something. I have moved here to Arizona, and one of the cool things that struck me is when I first moved here, there was a mountain next to my house. And I've heard lots of stories and rumors about this mountain in particular, because it's on top of it is the Vatican's Lucifer telescope. Now, from what I've heard, it was built for extraterrestrial contact and, you know, sightings. That's all I know about it right now. I plan on doing more research into it before I go in deep into it. But I thought that was a really good coincidence for me, because it does have stuff to do with, you know, projects that, you know, the public don't know about. And I thought that was just a strange coincidence for me, because that was something that I was interested in looking at. Now, me, I don't care if I get in trouble. You can come after me, you can, you know, do whatever you want to me. I won't let you do shit. I really won't. My goal is to live and do these things. And my other thing to live is not let you do